Well, there was a pretty high excitement level when Marvel finally announced their new Fantastic Four movie, and honestly, I love the whole cast. But one of my favorite members of the team is finding their way back, and he's not one of the core members. That would be Herbie. And earlier today, we got a pretty big update from the Cosmic Circus on Herbie the Robot, how he's going to come to life, and most importantly, who may voice the character. So let's not beat around the bush and dive in. Now, if you're paying attention, you know 2025 is jam-packed for Marvel Studios, and I think at the center of it all is going to be the Fantastic Four. For me personally, it's my most anticipated project of 2025 for Marvel Studios, and director Matt Shakman going to have his hands full to deliver with this one. Now, we have known for a little while that Herbie the Robot will be featured in this movie. Now, many people know Herbie from the early 1980s cartoon series where he took up kind of a replacement role for Johnny Storm. But Herbie has had a huge presence in the comics ever since. I think as part of the MCU, this is a great fit. And it even is a little revealing on what's going to happen. Now, in case you didn't know, Herbie stands for Highly Engineered Robot Built for Interdimensional Exploration. And that was actually teased in that first promo poster. Now, since then, we haven't found out a lot, although we did see Herbie in one of the teasers that leaked out there. But now we've got an update from the Cosmic Circus on who's playing him and how they're bringing him to life. Now, like we always like to say, the Cosmic Circus is not Marvel Studios, and this isn't coming from Matt Shakman or Kevin Feige, so we're taking it with a grain of salt, but given their recent track record, especially on casting news, I feel pretty confident in this report. Now, what the circus is saying is that British actor and puppeteer Jack Parker will be bringing Herbie to life in Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, in case you didn't know, he actually played Pip in The Acolyte and Shrinker in Beetlejuice, and has also had huge parts in the upcoming live-action version of How to Train Your Dragon and Snow White. So Marvel is taking from the top of the stack. Now, it seems likely that Parker will voice Herbie, although that has not yet been fully confirmed. But there is a distinct possibility that Marvel will do the 1-2 punch like they did at Guardians of the Galaxy. In case you didn't know, Sean Gunn actually plays Rocket on set, and then they have Bradley Cooper come in and voice him in the recording booth. So I suspect if Parker is not voicing the character, he will be bringing him to life on set, and then they might even pick a really big name to bring Herbie's voice to life, but at this point that's totally up in the air. Now, this does confirm that the MCU's version of the character is going to be a practical puppet, and the Cosmic Circus's site actually said, and I quote, "interact in sequences with the first family, similar to how Star Wars approaches its interaction with droids like C-3PO, R2-D2, and BB-8. So it sounds like to me, in the Fantastic Four, Herbie's going to fill in that droid role and really kind of bring a little bit extra to the film, but they serve as great vehicles for expositional dialogue and notifying the audience of particular things that they need to understand. So I think Herbie's going to not only be a great character, but a great mechanic for the film. Apparently, according to that same report, Shakman is looking for very practical effects for the new film. And this year's Fantastic car that flew over everybody's head at Comic-Con is being said as, quote, only a taste of what fans will experience next year. So it's clear Marvel has big plans for this film. And honestly, guys, leaning into practical effects as much as possible really does bring the magic back. That was very apparent during Agatha all along. And I love the idea the Fantastic Four is also leaning heavily into that. Now, at this point, we know the movie's going to come our way on July 25th, 2025, and I think they've actually finished principal photography. I'm really hopeful we get a sneak peek at the film very soon. I do not think Marvel's going to take it down the CCXP, but I would not be surprised at all if we got a quick 20-second teaser trailer during the Super Bowl, but that's far from confirmed at this point. Obviously, the Fantastic Four is going to be big for Marvel Studios, so what do you guys think of Herbie the Robot? Do you like the idea of him being a practical puppet versus a CGI character? And do you think Jack Parker will voice the character, or do you think Marvel finds a big name like Bradley Cooper did for Rocket Raccoon? And if so, who would you pick? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Now, before you take off, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell for all the updates, and make sure you get every notification because we do daily Marvel and DC content and we don't want you to miss any news.